timeline is a programmable delay with stereo in, stereo out, expression pedal, configurable I/O so that you can run mono in, mono out with a insert loop in the feedback, full MIDI implementation, overall parameters and knobs, that kind of thing. 200 presets available, 100 banks with 2 presets each. The banks can be changed by adjusting the knob here or double presses. So if you're, with your foot, if you're performing, you can, just bank up and down without the need to turn any knobs or anything. Tap, tempo, subdivisions, boost and cut, trails on and off, all independently, storable per preset. And I'll start from the some of the preset sounds we have saved, and then just talk a little bit about what's going on in the sounds. This first one is the digital machine, which is basically the heart of the timeline, the original timeline, where we've got the knobs available, and then the smear parameter available as a menu parameter adjustable through here. And readout it can be in milliseconds or BPM or display the bank, all selectable by pushing the encoder knob. Adjusted some things here. So this got some smearing, time smearing in the regenerated feedback, and some filtering and modulation. This is our pattern delay, which has a multitude of patterns available, selectable through the menu, and this pattern is a simple ping pong. This is the D-bucket delay, which is the mathematical recreation of the bucket brigade on a transistor basis. Kind of set up for a little bit of an analog fattener delay. Increase the volume a little bit. This is the ice delay, which is the audio which gets regenerated, chopped up, and played back at a different pitch. This patch has got regenerating perfect fourths. Or fifths, I should say. Oh, it's fourths. Sorry about that. Swell delay for volume effects. For full mix, full wet mix, you get volume pedal kind of effects. Our lo-fi effect, which has a variety of filters and bit crushers and sample rate converters, and our D-vinyl algorithm, which is recreating the record scratches and dust on a 33 LP. It's not playing back a loop or a recording; it's actually part of the real-time algorithm. The level of the record scratches can be changed, and sample rate and all those things are editable. This is a lo-fi patch set with no record noise. So there we can adjust the sample rate up to 96 IOs being caused by the sample rate. This is the D-tape algorithm. So you get two tape speeds to choose from. With the tape crinkle knob is the speed, modulation speed, and the wow and flutter is modulation depth there. Darken the tape, reduce the bandwidth. And the grid sets the bias. So you can get a
over bias.
Yeah. If you go extreme with clean tape and under bias, you get a very bright repeat. Clean up the tape by getting rid of the tape crinkle. Yeah, the filter algorithm has got the triggered filter in the feedback. So filter LFO is adjustable along with the speed and depth and resonance of the filter. It also, didn't mention last time, the location of the filter is also selectable between pre and post. So I'm going to change, I'm going to go to cosine, I'm going to slow it down actually to be sub-multiple of the and reduce the filter Q so it's not quite as extreme. But the location, so this is post, so the delay regenerates and it gets filtered. I can change it, the filter to happen into the delay so the input signal gets filtered and then gets regenerated, which is a different thing. So lots of possibilities there too. And the pattern delay, we've heard some of the pattern is another pattern that's selectable. Another one of the ice patches. So this one's 25-cent detune regenerating, mixed in with some of the dry signal. Here's another ice patch that has just the octave down signal with no dry signal. That's kind of cool there. So yeah, the ice machine is got a kind of a pretty huge range to it. The tremolo delay with the synchronized tremolo, again LFO and depth and wave shape are all adjustable. Kind of a cool triangle wave. Swell delay with some dry signal mixed in. Another ice patch with little bit of dry, I believe, but up an octave and a fifth. So more possibilities in that one. A ducking delay, so the delay's getting reduced as I play, and then comes back in. You can adjust the rise time when it comes back in, and the ducking amount, the sensitivity to your input playing. You can also duck the feedback so that when it comes back in, you won't hear the history of what you've accumulated. You'll really only hear the last delay's content, so that's another kind of aspect of that. The lo-fi delay, so that's with a low sample frequency. Some filtering on there. Pretty cool stuff going on there. Dual delay, it's a 3 to 4 ratio. Or actually, if I want to find the ratio, I should just figure out what it is. 3 to 2 ratio. So you hear the first delay, and then essentially after 1.5 repeats, the second delay comes in. You can individually adjust the mix and the repeats and the time of the second delay relative to the first. Done. Yeah, filter with a long sinusoidal sweep. There's a 7 to 1 dual delay. So here's a lo-fi with minimum delay and no dry signal, so that it's kind of a real time. And if if you don't want the record scratching, you can do a couple of things where you either have it set to just track when you play, or you can just turn that off. So yeah, I think there'll be fewer subdivisions in that. So I think that's the extent of what's currently saved in there for presets, but there's 200 slots available, and probably easier than you think to fill them all up.